Hey guys, your man's Biscuit from Heaven, the fluffiest biscuit this side of the Mississippi, back another video, and a little bit of Dokkan battle for the viewers. Now, let me just forewarn you right now. A, I'm doing commentary after the fact, and B, I'm also in my garage, so the audio may be a little bit wonky. But recently we've had Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku come out, a pretty hype unit, a pretty good team, a full power team as his category. But that's kind of unless you have a really good team with LRs and stuff, the full power team isn't exactly optimal yet on global. And I have two LRs on that team, so I decided to go with the Shadow Dragons team, which is a pretty good team for me. As you can see on the screen, we have Omega, Super Saiyan 4 Power Goku. I'm not gonna get his name right ever at any point, by the way. Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Goku, I believe. Pan GT, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta GT, and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Shinron. Now, the optimal rotations, I believe, without checking this, without fact checking this at all, by the way, yeah, I believe the optimal rotations for this team would be, based on at least my dupes, would be an Omega Shinron, mine, with three dupes, and Shinron, I believe, with two dupes. And then the other rotation, you'd like to have Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku full power. Now, I won't touch on what's on screen too much. It's kind of just background for me to really talk about, the team, how much I like the unit, and I really do like the unit a lot. I like the banner too. The banner, checking my phone real quick. The banner was Super Saiyan 4 full power Goku, Omega Shinron, Gogeta, the new Goku GT base form, and the new Frieza and Cell with the farmable Omega or Senshin Rana. After that, sorry. I don't want to say it's like pretty high value, but if you like don't have the former or the first four units, it's I mean, hey, the fusions. If you never pulled LR Super Gogeta, pretty good unit. For fusions leader, the backup, so to speak, the Kef of that category. You have Omega, whose category is obviously getting a pretty huge bump in this unit. 2 million attack stat. Was that mine or yeah, it's mine because I'm running Shadow Dragons. Was that a 2 million attack stat? Was Pan on rotation? Oh, Pan was on rotation. Okay. Pan is better in my opinion for this team than Trunks. Pretty much that last unit comes down to either Trunks or her. And I have Trunks recently Dokkan Awakened, but you don't really need another hitter for that. You need Pan, who's a pretty good unit, could support the team. Shout out to LeBron James, he's out here. At least as I recorded this, a couple days late, but hey. Uh, as you will see in Boss Rush Stage 4, there's a lot of wonky battles like 17 and who's the other unit on here that kind of messed with your rotation? I forgot, but you'll come to it later, of course. But it's a lot of rotation messing up talking guys, gimmicks, which back in the 120% meta, we had a lot of gimmicks, so it was a different time, a better time, but hey, who cares? And I try to just master some of the gimmicks, sometimes switch up the rotations because, as you will see quickly, this lasts for quite a while. This isn't just a quick in and out boss rush. It's actually pretty substantial. So as we get to as we progress through it, sometimes I may switch up Omega and Senshin on for something else. But they are pretty much the most immaculate rotation you can make out of this team. Even honestly, you had dupes into your Goku or Gogeta, just because those two have like pretty much every single link except I believe one. Don't ask me what link that is, but and sometimes I'll put Gogeta and the friend Omega together because they share a lot of links together. But Gogeta's best linked partners are obviously the Super Saiyan 4s. And yeah. So going through I think this is no, we're not energy absorbed yet. 17. This is still like open 17, the barrier 17. Uh, I think that was the energy absorbing 17. But yeah, I mean Goku, as in the actual anime, just came through and took a fat dump on your boy 17. Rainbow hair 17, 6'9", 369. They need an Android 6.9, man. Come on, man. I don't know if it'll be in the movie or not, but I think honestly we need an Android 6.9, Takashi 6.9. I don't know if his rights are out there like that, but make it happen. Toei Animation. Anyway, shout out to the movie, man. I can't wait to see the movie. I can't wait for the banner on my screen. If you checked thoroughly enough in the 5 seconds it was up there, I think I had around 150 stones at that time, maybe 190 stones. Right now I have 242 stones. Haven't summoned on any banner except this one to pull the Goku, who I got in the second multi summon. And I haven't pulled any LR banners. Won't pull a Tanabata banner. Shout out to Truth. I listened to Truth. I'm not pulling on any banners because no spoilers, but the units on that from what I've heard about that movie are going to be insanely hyped. It's probably gonna be like the best Christmas banner of all time, maybe. And anyway, going back to what's on the screen currently. So we're in the Gogeta fight, I believe. I think I'll end up seeing how much Goku can take in this fight because Int Gogeta is actually still a pretty hard-hitting event, and I know Gogeta should take a lot. 2% 4 Gogeta should take a lot, but I think Goku's passive works in such a way that as you have less health, he becomes more tanky. Let me see. I can scroll over real quick and see. Okay, passive skill culmination, attack plus 100%, raise the attack and defense by up to 70%. The more HP remains, the greater stats boost. And he has a medium chance to evade super attack, of course. So yeah, Goku, I mean, he's a pretty great unit. Even as compared to the former Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, STR, that Goku was, I guess, if you got enough supers in, he was kind of tanky for his time, but like, this Goku has like the Bojack passive to where he basically like becomes better as you lose health, which you don't want to lose health, of course, but like in a desperation situation, he becomes a pretty optimal unit to keep around. So yeah, I mean, Goku has a lot more value, I think, in today's meta than STR SS4 Goku, but it's not like so crazily blown out you couldn't ever run the former because mine actually has a dupe in him, the STR Goku, and I still use him for like Dokkan Battlefield. Obviously as a leader for Super STR because I have do I have an STR LR? I only have LR Vegeta Blue, so basically I have no summonable STR LR. So I mean, for me, it's the most optimal LR to run, and for leader to run. So I get a lot of use out of him. Let's see here. How does this go? This is Gogeta Supering. He supered Goku. 120,000. That's not too bad. We had a full bar of health before this. I wanted to make sure I made note of this. Uh, when you lose health on the rotation, that doesn't affect the actual the passive. You have to lose health before the rotation. So even though we took a lot of damage, the first hit from Gogeta, first couple of hits, that didn't affect his defense at all. So 120,000 at that moment, about a full bar of health. Probably been like if you said, let's say you had 50% of health, probably be about 60K, something like that. A lot less. Matter of fact, a lot less. So yeah, don't let that defensive anomaly, let's say, defer you from how great his passive is. In comparison to pretty much any other unit that's came out in a while. It's a really good passive, and Goku's a really great unit, of course, for this team. And just without if you ran him on pure Saiyans, which I don't have because I didn't summon on Vegeta. I started saving. What banner came before Vegeta? Um, God, I got blown on that. There was like an LR banner, I think. I just got just they mobs taking me on that banner. I just stopped summoning full turn. I actually did like 3 or 4 summons off that cheering Vegeta banner, but I just didn't get anything, so I just pulled out of it. And ever since then, there's been a lot of free stones. I've just been saving up. Shout out to Goku. I mean, typing advantage obviously, but his counter did 1.3 million, which is pretty, it's a pretty good bit. I think Gogeta probably did something like that too, but Gogeta is obviously, uh, the GOAT. So it's pretty simple how that works. And yeah, I like the unit so far. Like how it's shown out. And I mean, like I said, I don't have full pure Saiyans. I don't really have an optimal or full power team. I do have like legitimately all of the optimal Shadow Dragons team, and as I'm showing you right now, Shadow Dragons is still very optimal. Um, optimal compared to, you know, non-Protara Fusion, Representative Universe 7, you know, not anything like that, but you know, optimal compared to like let's say low class Saiyans, you know, something like that. It's still pretty good. It just has no depth to it. I don't see it becoming deep anytime soon because I mean they pretty much caught most of the good units off of this team already. The only ones I can think they could have in the future would be, I guess, a good Nova Shenron, a good E Shenron, or Ice. I'm trying to say like a Japanese person, I guess would. I don't know. A good Ice Shenron and an LR Omega and an LR Gogeta. I could see them doing a Dokkan Fest with that one day. Dual LRs, Gogeta and Omega, and maybe like an updated like normal Goku, normal Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I don't know why they would, but they could, I guess. They can even do a full power Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, who Vegeta gets his, you know, cheek slapped in several times by Omega in that fight. So you can only say he isn't going full power, but you know the language they use in by Katsuki is very shaky. I'm not sure. Like some units are full power that shouldn't be, and some should be that aren't. You know, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but you know, let me see the category real quick. Let me pull up full power. I got Goku pulled up, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's see. I need to charge my computer so this becomes lag central out here. You know. But yeah, I mean, when you look at how this team is flowing pretty so far, it's going pretty fast. It's not Fusion's level speed, and it will never be like that fast because it doesn't have a lot of you know, the animations seem like they get fast with the Fusion team. Like you run STR Gogeta, he's pretty fast. You run, let's say you run Gotenks, his 11 key is pretty fast. They all have fast SA animations in that team. This one has like Gogeta, who's like legitimately certified as one of the longest in the entire game. Even still, you have the counters which take forever. You know, you have Vegeta, who's not a short animation by any means. There's a lot of long animation in this team. And really, I mean, the hitting power just isn't there compared to some of those other top tier teams, as I mentioned before. So it's not going to be that fast, but it's going to be sturdy. It's not going to be tanky, because, I mean, the best defending unit in this whole team is probably Vegeta, even still with Goku's passive. But Vegeta really just has like a large number boost and no like. I don't think he has a defensive modifier in his passive. If he does, then it's like a boost. It's not like an actual like. How do I say? I guess a percentage boost. I want to say. I'm not sure. I don't know how to word that, but yeah, I just don't feel like it's a perfect team, but it's good. You know, sometimes you have some teams. I'm trying to think of other ones to compare it to. Like, let's say Resurrected Warriors. You know, that's not a perfect team by any measure, but it's good. You know, it works. And I think that's what I would like to compare this to. It's a team that just works. And yeah, I mean, look, the defense they're doing, they're pretty much holding up health wise above, you know, 60, 70% for most of the fight. Now, I don't know if I used any items in this whole fight. I don't think I did because the missions were telling me I used a support item. I haven't used any yet during these celebration. Thank you, celebration. So I don't think I used any items during this event. Just kind of scrolled through it, and if I got beat up, and so be it, you know. But yeah, I mean, maybe I used a couple items. I'm not sure. But this team has really just fished through this event. Unfortunately, unlike other teams, like maybe the representative universe set one up, not them, but like any team with a blue on it, any team with a Goku black on it. There's no like healing, let's say link or passive. There's none of that on this team. It's just basically it's just hitting and defense. Omega hits very well. I mean, defends very well. Of course, he hits very well. But he defends very well when you get him linked up with Sin. When you have pan rotation, it's just Clamp City. Excuse that little notification right there. And yeah, I mean, I did box rush 4 because I didn't want to be too long. Like, I think if I did 6 or 5, the newer ones, it kind of would have got bogged down very quickly. I don't think I had any trouble beating him, I might use a couple of items just because of how many times you'd get hit up in those events. But yeah, this one felt a pretty good length of time, and I feel like I've done a good job of displaying how great this team is. I haven't talked about what's on the screen too much. Like I said, I would in the beginning. I said I wouldn't. I haven't because I feel like you can see for yourself that it's a pretty competent team. But yeah, I like how they performed so far. I may stop just over the Go Tanks fight, just call it a day. But yeah, I mean they just took everything. We'll see how they get hit up by well, let me wait till Dokkan Awaken Go Tanks, because the un-Dokkan Awaken is just a fairy cruise, as they say. Yeah, just trying to my Wi-Fi disconnected. I'm trying to pull up the full power team, so I got slip slacked out here and just dick slapped. But pause. Let me see. This rotation is just killer. Like I still say that Omega's like one of the top 10 extreme units in the game. Don't even direct me they want, but I feel like he has to be up there at least. Well, I look at what he brings to the team. I mean, what he brings to, let's say you run. Who's the guy now? Tech Transforming Frieza, who I didn't pull, unfortunately. I really am mad I didn't. But so who do you run on that team? You run Tech Transforming Frieza. You run. Who's the best other Frieza? Because you want to run with two Friezas. Well, I'm trying to think of Global, not JPN, because JPN is a little bit different. Um, on this side, you'd probably run the Ant Transforming Frieza, the Ant Angel Frieza. Um, you'd run probably. I mean, I'm gonna try factoring LRs too much because not everybody has LRs, of course. Like me, I only have like one extreme LR. So for me, I probably run the Ant Golden Frieza. I'd run Omega. I'd probably run Sin. I'd run STR Rose and run Goku Black. LR Goku Black. He's my one LR who has two dupes, so I'm proud of my boys performing as well as they possibly could. But that'd be my transforming team, and Omega would probably be like, yeah, I messed up here doing the Dokkan. Well, I was tired by this point. My reflexes were just kicking the bucket, honestly. But yeah, that Omega would probably be like my third, maybe second hardest hitter on that team, behind the LR and behind who would be this? Because none of my other units have dupes on that team. I think. No, I don't think they do. I think Sin does, but Sin would be even with dupes, he wouldn't be the second or third hardest hitter. So it'd probably be the LR Goku Black, and it'd be Omega, who would be hitting for like 2 million consistently. You probably want to run a couple of support types. I might take out the Angel Frieza for Ant Mega Cooler instead. I don't have Turles either, well, which I did, but Turles would be optimal in every team, of course, because Turles is optimal in every single team in the entire game. All hell King Turles out here. All hell Goku's second clone in the meta, but let's see. Can I pull a full power, please? I still been trying to pull a full power. I just left that talking point alone because I just forgot to double check on it. We're almost to the end of the video and I still haven't checked on it. Jesus Christ. Full power leader skills, Goku, of course. And I may do a second part where I try to run a full power team, but as I show you, my category for that team is paltry at best. 2 LRs at most, and they're not even like fantastic. But let's see. Is anything else I need to show off with this team, or is that about it? Let's see. We're doing Tech Broly right now. So what could I show off with this? Maybe I could show off how he tanks? Is that what I'm going to do here? Let's see how he gets hit up here. Because this Broly does actually even hit pretty decently hard in his second stage. So let's see how he does here. Okay, I don't know why I gassed this Broly like he could actually touch Goku. I'm sorry. I want to see how he hit up Paragus, but I accidentally aimed for Broly. It doesn't switch automatically to Paragus when you enter this stage, so you have to switch manually. And yeah, I'm just gonna let it rock out here until I get to the boy. Um, I think I'm gonna get to check Broly and see how we do against that. I'll just go ahead and shut it off. I won't even show you the end of it. You know, we may make it to the end. You may never know. But hey, I promise you, we made it to the end. If I lost any kind of team on boss rush at this point, yeah, I think you still have difficulty with boss rush. You just aren't summoning at all because if you pull like one category leader, you shouldn't have any problem at all with this mode. If you're not doing SPR or Battlefield and having trouble, then I don't know what you're doing unless you're just a new player because it just shouldn't be that hard anymore. Yeah, and they let you bring items too, which I feel like if maybe they didn't have items, it'd be a little bit harder, but like that basically be Battlefield, so I guess I mean, you know, I see why you bring it. It's a little bit difference between the two. But I don't know. I think this team's done pretty well. If I had to rate this team so far, rate with a T by the way. I'd give them probably a 8 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10. I wish I had better tanking, like I said, or at least one go-to tank unit. Like let's say any of the golden freezes, not any of them, but mainly the tech and AGL ones. Let's see how he tanks. By the way, let me shut up for a second. Let me see how he tanks. So I think the super attack is in the second rotation. Not second rotation, but second Broly set of attacks. I want to see how you tank that. It may be in the first one. Let me see. It may be in the first one. It isn't. Okay. Well, he still tanked a normal attack with 7300, which is pretty good against Broly, who hits very hard. Even in the boss, as a boss, he hits very hard. He gets lit up for defensively, but that's just like the unit, so hey. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it here. Gogeta should slap him up, and Gogeta unfortunately did not crit. This team isn't very dependent on crit like a couple other ones, because you get a lot of additionals between Omega and well, of course you have two Omegas floating around. You have Vegeta has a chance too because he's an AGL unit, and you know all the other units kind of get in where they fit in, as the old adage says. But you know as Sophocles said, you know we're out here to win the battle. So I'm gonna show the rest of the battle and turn it off. You know. I hope you guys appreciated this wonderful display, and if you have any problems with like maybe my language, you know, the way I went about this so far, you know, hit me up, give me comments, correct me, please. You know, I'm always open to improvements, and hope you have a good day, and you know, peace.